I'm here with one of my favourite bands.
Yeah. He said that because we're the first.
One of the ballsiest bands on the scene right now, Beholder.
How you doing, Colin?
How's it going?
Yeah.
First ever interview, huh?
Yeah.
Shit the brick? Should be.
Oh, no.
Cool.
First band I've interviewed, but
Really?
you know.
Yeah, wicked.
Cool.
So you're currently on tour promoting your new album. What's the name of the tour, and you know?
The name of the tour is the name of the album. It's Black Flag. Unfortunately, the album won't be out until sort of September, October time. But we've been sat on this material now for a while, playing it in the studio, recording it, and we had to bring it out and play it live. So that's what this is all about, basically. Is introducing people to the material, and then we'll be back out again September, October time, hopefully, with the release of the album again. So it's a preemptive strike, if you like, you know.
Testing the waters a bit.
Exactly.
As well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Black Flag. So I'm guessing there's a lot of I don't know, like an anarchy theme going there, or is it just for the name value alone?
I guess the fact is in two ways. Musically, it's moved on from The Awakening in the respect that Scott is now on board and brought more aggressive crunch and aggressive melody to the whole Beholder outlook. And lyrically, to be quite honest, it'd be really stupid to sing about fairies and daisies and dragons and witches and the like.
Don't get me wrong, we love that.
Yeah, we do love we fairies.
Well, yeah.
Fairies
Celestial.
we have a lot of time for celestial beings.
Yeah, but
the world is pretty fucked right now. It's not in a good place. Whether we try and gloss over it or not, it's not. So yeah, the Black Flag's kind of come about from not the band Black Flag or anything, you know, that sort of hardcore punk element. It's not that. The Black Flag was actually part of an anarchist movement way back in the 18 something or others, and I read up on that, and it kind of fell in line with everything that we've been writing about, or I've been lyrically writing about, in the respect of, you know, sort of what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on in the UK, what's going on worldwide, and it's basically us venting off, and also saying that, you know, so as long as we have this shit, the fact is what we do have is ourselves, and we have, you know, the power of ourselves and the power of freedom, and, you know, fuck what the governments and all that shit throw at you. We don't want to turn into a political band. We're not a political band, but it's just the way it's been written and the way it's fell into place.
yeah, the way we all kind of feel about what we see as well.
Yeah.
So it's more heart on your sleeve stuff, I suppose,
Yeah,
than anything
sure.
else.
So do you think it's important though, as like a band or as an artist, to actually, you know, at least, you know, communicate something meaningful? Because you see,
Too many people ignore it. I think. I think what we're doing is just acknowledging the fact that it's happening.
Yeah.
Which I do think that's important. Like, for us personally, it's something that we see every day. We're saddened by every day. We're not going to change it. We know that, but we're not going to keep quiet.
Yeah, exactly. We're not screaming from the rooftop saying that, you know, follow the word of Beholder and everything will be fine. That's far from the truth. It's not to do with that. But what it is just a realisation of that look. The fact of the matter is the whole structure of this planet right now is in a fucking mess. And it's down to the fucking integrity of each individual human being as to where this fucking ends up. You know, it can go left and go horribly wrong, but it can also go right. And also, if people listen to their hearts and actually, you know, have faith in each other and have faith in themselves, then yeah, we can actually change this and actually, you know, make some good of this fucking planet, because it's a beautiful fucking place, you know.
Yeah.
Not all of it.
Well, no.
To be fair. Sorry, just to chuck that in there. But still.
Yeah. No, that's definitely well said.
Yeah.
So, what day are we currently on the tour, and how's it been so far?
Day 5. Yeah, we did the Midlands block first, which was Mansfield, Birmingham, Nuneaton, and Stoke.
Yeah.
A couple of venues of which were brand new to us, but really good turnouts, really good response. But obviously, Birmingham and Nuneaton were sort of home haunts, and they went really well. So yeah, this is day 5, back in Glasgow.
Yeah.
We know what's going to happen. It kicks off every single time.
And it gets incredibly messy.
Yeah, it does get messy.
It'll probably be messier this time because we ain't driving.
Yeah, good point, well put. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time we've been here now. Third, I think. Third.
Third,
And, you know, respectively every single time has just got better and better. You know, the Glaswegians kind of understand the whole of sort of mentality because we're all one and the same really, and all fucking balmy.
Yeah.
So it works for me.
Well, this is my first time actually catching you in Glasgow.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen you at like Hard Rock Hills and like Hammerfest and past.
Yeah.
So first time actually in a more intimate sort of setting.
Yeah.
Well, you say it's more intimate. The fact is, it's more scary because the first time we were here, one bottle of buckfast sort of landed on the stage, full, and got demolished. Then there was a couple of bottles.
Yeah.
They say it seems to be, I don't know.
It's a challenge, isn't it?
It's a challenge.
The older
yeah.
I come in, what can we do?
Exactly. Fuck the singer up. Let's throw a bottle of buckfast at him and see what sort of mess he ends up in. So I'm always up for a challenge. That's not a problem.
And intimacy, going back to that, we're all up for a bit of intimacy. Just putting that out there.
Especially after a bottle of buckfast.
Anyone's.
It had to be a bottle of buckfast as well, keep the stereotype.
You know what gets me about this whole buckfast thing? You know, every time we come to Glasgow, there's a bottle of buckfast on the table. But it's actually brewed in Cornwall, yeah?
Yeah.
I've never, ever seen it in Cornwall. ever. You know, the Cornish don't drink it, only the Glaswegians.
Yeah, maybe no disrespect, but you're the only people crazy enough to stick with it.
Yeah, it's not the finest of drinks. Let's be fucking honest.
No.
It's not a Chardonnay.
It's a night ender, right?
Did I just say Chardonnay?
You may have done.
I may have done.
Well, this is the land of the deep fried Mars bar, so
It is. Still not had one of those.
Me neither. I was saying that's something I'm going to do before I chip off.
Yeah. Deep fried Mars bar.
Braver man than me.
My body's a temple, so it's more like a mosque. Shaped like a mosque.
So, anything you want to say before we're...
No, it's just it's kind of an apology in a way to a lot of the fans because they've been kind of expecting this album to be out now. But what's happened is because we're doing the whole thing ourselves, we're putting it out on our label, recording the whole thing. We're taking our time. It is the second album, the synonymous second album that everyone's terrified of. We're not terrified of this at all, not in any way, shape or form. It's written, it's done, but we are really taking the time and layering it and making it the biggest and best thing that we could do. So
that's the thing. I think
there's no point rushing anything. We're not going to rush a damn thing. It's going to be ready when it's ready, which we do think is going to be September, October time. So
yeah, we don't want to sell it ourselves or anyone short. I think it's a case of wanting to make the best album we possibly could, and can, because you just never know, do you? I mean, you want to treat every day or every song you write. Yeah,
I think the thing is with The Awakening is we're really proud of that album, but the problem with it is we were trying to find a feat, and everybody in the band had a different sort of musical taste, of a different style of, and what happened was we had tracks like Show No Mercy and KMA, which are a little lighter, and then you got Heretic and The Awakening. And the balance of the album for us personally as musicians was like, okay, it's a great album, but that is what we want to do in the future, and that's not what we really want to do now. So this is a more balanced album. The whole thing is, truth is, Colin, it's tits heavy from beginning to end.
Yeah. It's perhaps more focused, again, not disrespecting what the guys had done before I joined, but it seems very much united, a bit more of a direction. It's all heading to that same destructive place. Yeah, for sure. So but there is still a lot of melody in there. There's a lot of, a lot of space for melody, which is really important. I think we've all pushed ourselves musicianship-wise. Totally. I think the drummer himself's done things that he didn't do on the first album. The same with me and the other guys. We've all just tried to step up a little bit because it's how you've got to be as a musician. There's no point staying stagnant. Yeah, no, it's good that you brought up melody because I feel like a lot of bands, especially younger bands, it's kind of lacking in their music. It's just basically assault of audio. I've banged on about that with my connections with Blood. I've seen that over the years. Is that sort of it's a wall of noise without any real integrity and thought for I'm not saying that's every band and not saying that's every genre, not by a long fucking stretch, but you do see that. But there again, I think that's turning. It goes in circles. Definitely seems to be certain stages where some bands will come along with no melody, still good. I'm all up for that from time to time. But then it comes back around again. Like you're saying, you have quite a lot more melody in your metal. Like death metal's become a lot more melodic in certain sectors. You call it anything, couldn't you? I mean, There's so many genres out there.
That's the thing. We don't really do the genre thing. If it's music that you've got on your iPod, or it's music you got on your PC, or it's music you bought a CD to, it doesn't matter what fucking genre it is. You like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter a toss. You know.
It's on a different plane to most other things that are on the planet. So.
You know, there's sectors of this album, there's sectors of The Awakening that you'd call thrash, but there's sectors of it as well that you'd call prog. You know, like Ball Into Pain, you'd call that slightly proggy in part. You know, and there's traditional, but, you know, so why pigeonhole it? Yeah. Why put yourself in a pigeonhole and sort of narrow your fan base down? Fuck that. You know, at the end of the day, we're a metal band.
Yeah.
We're certainly not pop. You know, we're metal, and that's it. That's the long and the fucking short of it, really.
It seems like these days metal is kind of like a dirty word, especially
it has been.
radio. It's all,
it always has been. It always has been.
Yeah.
It always has been. And that's what we
love
love
about it.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Of course
absolutely.
it is.
The dirtier the better, I say.
Alternative cultures, man, you know. Alternative to what? Dickheads. End of. It's hardly alternative then, is it? It's just fucking bang on the money. You know what I mean? Hey, brother.
Okay, well, I think that's a good enough place to leave it.
Thank you, Colin. Good luck with the station, man.
Okay, thank you.
Nice one, thank you.
Beholder, everyone.
Fucking hey.
Your awakening.